Hi scrapbookers, so I just pushed record and I do have a few supplies pulled, but this was something that I pulled several weeks ago and I had an idea for the page and then I set it aside to do some other things, and so I don't really exactly remember where I was going with this. I've got two photos of my son and our new dog, Jessie. She's a flat coat retriever. She's a rescue dog she's originally from Alabama. And so I don't exactly remember what I was going for here. I think the green I had in mind for the background, and I liked, this is an Amy Tangerine, and it's from a couple years ago, but this watercolor effect is still quite trendy, so I thought that would be great to use. And then I honestly, it really looks like I had something specific in mind, and I don't think I drafted anything. A good thing to do if you do this is to maybe jot down your idea on the back of the page, but I don't think that I did that. So let's just get started and see what happens. I don't know if I thought of like doing a border. I don't think I did. Like a border like this. And then maybe having the photos in the middle of the page. I think that can totally work. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this green sheet down and we will go from there. And I kind of feel like I want to cut a couple of those quotes out of the middle so I can use them perhaps on the sheet. I don't know. Let's see. So I did a Q&A yesterday and I got so many comments. Thank you so much. Oh, didn't sound good, did it? So I appreciate that. Thank you. They were all nice comments. So I'm going to cut this down actually to 10.5 by 10.5. So it's going to be like a smaller square than I would normally cut. And let's get this out of the way now. I used to have my guillotine cutter in a place where I didn't have to move it, and I want to get back to having a place for it that's a stationary place, but I just don't have that right now, so just doing the best I can with it. So this is going to go right in the middle, and let's see if there's anything. I like Hello Friend. I don't really like the idea of fussy cutting. Let me see. Maybe I'll just do a little bit. I have X-Acto knives, but I don't have them handy. So one person even commented and said she didn't mind when I went to go look for things because then that felt kind of more realistic to her. And so that's what I'm doing. I was looking for an X-Acto knife, but I think this will just do just as well. I don't even know where this came from. I mean, I know where it just came from, an Alex drawer, like the IKEA Alex drawer. This won't fit. How funny. Get in there. Well, I'm very unfamiliar with this cutter. Okay. Oh. I honestly feel like I've never used this before and I don't know where it came from. But, And so, sometimes I pick things up at yard sales and then kind of forget about them, especially if they're duplicates like that. Okay, so I've got some stuff I can cut out here. And now I am wondering if I want to cut this down like even a little bit more. What do we think? I think I'm going to cut it down to 10. Just a tiny bit more. Just to, so I can see a little bit more of that black on the back. So I'm not moving my guillotine cutter again, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just cutting it down a little bit more. And I want to see this Hello Love up here. So I'm just going to have a lot of little green strips of paper. Ta-da. So those are still useful. They just go in that scrap bin that I use. Now I can see that Hello Love. So I almost can. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it down even a little more. So it's going to be 9 by 9. Okay. I like that. Because I like that you're seeing You're So Special. You're just seeing a little bit more of that paper. So I want to adhere this down. I'm going to move these things to the side. And I feel like I want to stitch this down. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's try it without stitching. So it's Monday and I was home with a sick kid today. And I feel like I got nothing done over the weekend. I had some things I needed to get done. One is to choose which place to go skiing in Utah. We're going out to Salt Lake City for a ski trip, and I don't know, there's a lot of resorts and mountains out there, but I don't know where to go. So if you're from Utah or you've been skiing out there, please leave a comment and tell me what's your favorite ski resort near Salt Lake City and why I should take my kids there, because I haven't even, like, I've gotten the tickets for the airplane and I've rented a car, or I've rented actually an SUV, but I haven't even started on the search of where to stay, and I just feel like it's going to be this big overwhelming task. So one friend told me Alta is really, like, that's her favorite, and then another, like, a lot of people have said Park City. We're looking for just skiing, or we just ski. I guess, you know, we don't really mind if there's snowboarders, but it would be kind of neat, I think, to go somewhere without snowboarders, but it's not necessary. And night skiing would be a plus, but I really don't know if they have that out there at all. But mostly we would like, you know, mostly intermediate slopes, and something where it's going to be big enough to be big, but small enough so that it's not going to be overwhelmingly large. Somebody was telling me about a mountain they went to, and I don't know if it was in Utah or not, but it was just like so large that they just never, like, they couldn't find their people at all, and it was just like very overwhelming. So I guess we're looking for something where we could feel like we had a, you know, a handle on the area. I don't know. Maybe they're all just really big. We try to stick together when we're skiing, but honestly, like, it doesn't happen as much as it ought to. I mean, we do, but one of us will always, like, get a little bit lost, not for very long, but long enough to be like, okay, you know, remember we were supposed to stay together. We go through that whole conversation. Okay, so let's see. I think I really had a plan in mind for this page. And I just really don't remember what that was at all. Okay, so this I think I think I like that little arrangement there. And then I like the torn edges because my dog has, she has white on her feet. So I think that white kind of brings that out a little bit. And let's just trim this down to the same size. So I've been doing some sorting and organizing. I've been involved in the organizing fundamentals class at Big Picture Classes. It used to be called Big Picture Scrapbooking, but now it's Big Picture Classes. And I want to tear this. Hold on. I need a ruler. But I still have some sorting to do up here. I have actually been purging. I showed you that bin that I had, that I actually have, there's kind of an ombre to this. So I'm going to put the light part at the top. But I want to also rip this, but not have it be like super random rip. So I'm just going to use this ruler to kind of contain that rip. So it's somewhat uniform. There we go. And I think I'm okay with the fact that this isn't, like, the green isn't ripped. Like, I don't think everything needs to be exactly the same. I kind of like the look of that. Let's see. So anyways, I've been working on some projects. I mentioned that in my Q&A yesterday. And I haven't really gotten as far on them as I would have liked. It just seems like I'm moving at a snail's pace lately. I don't really know why. I mean, like, not totally, but a little bit. Okay. I'm wondering if I can cut these photos down just a little bit. And so I think that I can. So I'd like to keep them as squares, but I just think I can trim up just a little bit more of them. Okay, so they're 4 by 4. I'm going to make them 3.5 by 3.5. That's good. That's cute. Still cute. So I've got to work on planning that trip, and then I've got some other things that I'm just supposed to tease. I said I could tease it, but I'm not exactly sure what that means. So I'm working on something really fun and new for me. So there's my tease. I don't know what else to say about that. But there's 2 photos. I think I like them like, maybe like this. What do you think? Oh, a little awkward gap in there. Let me just see if I can do like this. Yay, nay? What do you think? Again, I would love it if I could have you guys like be able to chime in. I think that would be so cool. A lot of people, the comments that they left were, you're my virtual scrap buddy, and that's exactly what I wanted. So yay, I'm glad. Okay, I think I'm gonna border these photos, and I'm just using scraps of old paper. But yep, it is cute. But am I gonna, have I used it? No, I haven't. Had it for a long time. So I actually went to one of the videos I made over the weekend. Sorry, I think I just bumped you. was we went to church and my son sang, and then after we went to church, he wanted to go out for breakfast at Panera Bread, and what do you know, like that's right near the craft store, and it's also near the other place, what's it called, Tuesday Morning. So I was like, well, since we're so close, and let's just pop in there and see what they have. And so I did a little video, and he's like, he kind of, you know, he kept putting this like toy for the dog in front of the video, so it was kind of annoying. It's not that long, so it's not annoying for very long. But anyways, I went through the store, and my son looked at dog toys, and then I looked at scrapbooking supplies. And we've got like a full aisle of scrapbooking supplies at, I don't think I like the black in there. I think maybe this red, this darker red might just look a little bit better. I just grabbed that out of this. This is what I'm talking about with my little scrap bin. It's just kind of random scraps. It's not that big, you know, this is the size of my hand. So it's like a little bit longer than my hand. It's not a huge basket. That's kind of cute too, with the polka dots. I don't think so. I like the polka dots, but I think it might be cuter just with a little bit. Okay, so I think I like the placement on that. I do. What was I telling you? Oh, so anyways, I didn't even buy anything. Isn't that funny? Like, I went through the store, I found some bargains, but because I already have like a gazillion thickers, for real, I really do. And I even said on one of my other videos, like, I don't need any more thickers for a long time. So I went in the store, saw all the amazing thickers, you know, scooped them all up, made a little pile of awesomeness, and I left it at the store. So I did buy 2 packs of white cardstock, because I always seem to be out of that. But I didn't buy stuff just because I thought it was cute and it was a bargain. And that's something that I normally do. Like, oh, it's only 99 cents and it's such a bargain, and you know, I've got some extra money here and I love it. And yeah, I do. But the thing is I've already got, seriously, I have a lot of things already. So I'm trying to use a little moderation. Not easy for some of us, right? Like to go hog wild on things I like, but I'm trying to exercise a little moderation with my scrapbooking supplies. Okay, so the reason this is family and live simply is my husband and I were talking about getting a boat, and then we decided not to get a boat, but to get a dog instead. And I had a friend recently say, like, I can't understand why you got a dog. I don't think she's a dog person. And the reason, like, a big reason we got a dog was that I really think a dog brings a family together. And also because my kids are, you know, they're getting older, and like dogs, you know, I guess we had visited my cousin, and her husband was like, I really don't like dogs. He didn't like them. But he was the one that was like, okay, let's get a dog. And his reasoning was like, his kids were, you know, about this, they're just a little bit older than my kids. And he said, and they're going to be gone soon, and I wanted to have that memory. So he decided, like, now's the time, let's do it, because he was also thinking, like, this is so morbid, but, like, when are the kids going to be leaving the house? And, and, like, how does that, like, kind of go in with his timeline of he doesn't want to have a dog, like, too long after they're gone. At least that's what he's thinking now. So, yeah. So what do you think? This side or the other side? I really don't know. I almost think like this side, even though I would normally think the other side. Okay, let's get it down there so we don't have to think about that anymore. So I just think you can figure out what this does a little bit easier over this way, because you can see the whole F, whereas just the way that's ripped, it's hard to see the whole thing over there. I just want to, I wish this were just like a little bit smaller. Okay. How do I like that? I don't know. I don't know if I really like it, but let's just get her done. And I don't even know who says get her done. Like, is that like some kind of financial guy? I don't know. Whoever it is, I don't listen to it. So, but I know people say that. So I also have these little blingy things. I actually think I don't want to use them on this page. It doesn't feel like a glittery page to me. I do have this cart of embellishments, and so let's take a look and see if anything from there works. Oh, ha ha ha. See, I'm determined to use these. I have these little stickers that look like dog houses. Yeah, from like 5,000 years ago. And something about using really old product on a page really satisfies me to some degree. I'm not really sure why. And my sweet little dog has gotten herself all the way under my desk in a tiny little space. Okay. She's trying her best to get into the video. Let's see what we're going to do with this. So, use photo corners. I don't know, maybe? I'm not sure they add anything. I don't know. I don't know about photo corners. Oh, I have embellishments. I have dog embellishments even. Let me remember where I put them. Okay, so they're not that you need to use themed embellishments on a page, because I don't think that you do, but not this past time that I was at Tuesday morning, but like the time before that, I did buy some dog themed embellishments, and so they're in this little bin here. It's not a little bin, it's kind of a big bin, but it's in here. Let's see if I can, here it is. Ta-da! Cute, huh? Let's work these in. All right. I really want to move this back over here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't need to be sorry about that, but I just keep changing my mind on that. Let's move this over here. So what I think I'm going to have to do then is like use something else here to cover up all this glue. Maybe it'll just come off. Oh, it magically does. Okay, that's interesting. So if you totally change your mind on the glue, wow, it didn't even leave like a little, it came completely off. That's kind of impressive. Call me impressed. Okay, I'm impressed. So let's get this over here, this title. And I'm going to put the green on the top like I did before. Oops. I know that looks a little awkward like that with the, it's like, I maybe shouldn't have trimmed the edges off that green, but I did. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, there's the embellishments. These are by Pebbles. They're called Pebbles tags. I got them at Tuesday morning for $1.49, regularly priced $3.99, which I never would have purchased them for $3.99. Just not happening in my world. So here's a little charm. I think I'm going to put that one right there. And then I have, let's see, maybe this one's going to go up here. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe, no, maybe over here. What a silly little, it's like a little dog. Very goofy. Yeah. I think I like the dog facing this way. Alright, I think that's going to be the arrangement there. What do you think? I'm still like arranging deck chairs over here. Okay, this is how. Sometimes you, or by you I mean me, we make it harder than it needs to be. Okay, I think this is it though. So here's a little visual triangle, and I'm going to adhere them. I'm going to put some brads on there, but underneath the brads I want to put some other adhesive, maybe some of the foam dots. Let's do that. Glue dots. Okay, I think that will work. Glue dots. The new way to glue. Just peel and stick, or just stick and peel. Okay. Oh, I thought they'd be more. I've had these before where they're like a lot thicker, but these look fine. So anyways, I've been in this little funk lately of I feel like I have a zillion things to do, and I just feel like I'm not getting anything really done very quickly. And with the scrapbooking process videos, like I love making these videos, but I'll tell you what, it's almost like exercise. It's like you take a couple days off and then you feel like, oh, it's gonna be so much effort to make a video. And I actually, like, I have made some videos that aren't up for, that aren't public right now. They're like on the unlisted status. So when the Get It Scrapped blog post goes up, then I'll change that so they'll be public. So I have been making them, but I haven't been making them just for fun. And and it just felt like more daunting. Not just this, but like a bunch of other stuff too. And I've had some other things going on, you know, in my personal world, that just, some stressful things. And so it's all fine, but there's just been some stress. So that's probably added to my not get so many videos done. But I figured out how to handle the stressful situation that I have going on, so it's going to be just fine. Well, I hope it will be. We have a plan anyways, and oftentimes that's like, you know, that's the first thing is to say, you know, there's a problem, and how are we going to approach the problem? So we have identified the problem and thought up a way to approach it. Okay. So I'm feeling better about that stressful situation. Okay, there's 1, 2. These little black brads in here. But also it's like, it's just like, it's not a bad thing, but like I feel like lately, I don't know if you ever get this, but like, you know how it can be like your family just doesn't, you know, they're all doing their own thing, and it seems like, okay, it looks like everybody's good, they don't need me right now, so I'll go do my own thing. And then as soon as you go do your own thing, it's like they all have radar, and they're all like, ding, ding, ding. She's started doing something. Let's go see if we can, you know, like, then they instantly need you. And there's been a lot of that. I'm just going to cut these blingy things so they're going to fit in here a little bit better. And so with this muffin tin, like, you can kind of like keep adding to it if you keep it tidy. At some point, you know, you might feel like, oh, well, I'm never using, you know, this over here or that over there, and that's a good time to switch them out. But this has been working for me for several weeks now. I've done these before too, and I like this approach. And I especially like that this desk that I have has a drawer that really accommodates the whole thing, and then I can put it out of the way so I don't need to worry about you know, upsetting the apple cart there. But yeah, it's funny. As if I come up here to do some scrapbooking, like, it won't be usually more than a few minutes before somebody has like something really, you know, that they feel like is pretty urgent that they need me for, like, right away. And then it's just, I don't know. So there's been a lot of I just guess I'm needed, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining, but it just feels like a little bit unproductive lately. But it's all relative. I mean, if I don't scrapbook for a few days, I start feeling pretty antsy. I think other people can go for months and feel like, you know, they're getting a few pages done and still feel like very productive. But I like to when I'm getting a page a day done, then I'm feeling like really like, oh, I got, you know, that just makes me happy. I like to do that. So here's my page of the day. But I'm not, a couple of you had commented, like, or maybe just one, I don't know, 1 or 2 of you had commented like, oh, I'm so happy that you've decided to do a page and a video a day. And I wanted to say, like, oh no, not the plan. I probably, you know, I think I tried to add up my pages from last year, and I want to say it was like 200 or 250. Can't remember. It was a lot, but I don't think it was every single day of the year. And so I don't want to put any expectation on myself. I think it's totally possible for me to make that many layouts in a year, like a page a day for the whole year, but it's not my goal. My goal is to just be scrapbooking when I'm creatively, and when I'm inspired to, and also, sorry about the noise there, scrapbooking, like it's really just for my own amusement, If I'm scrapbooking and it feels good to me, like that makes me happy. And usually that means, scrapbooking often. But I think everybody has their own how much they want to do or how little they want to do. So our dog's name is Jessie. Oops. And she came with the name, but it wasn't her name. They just had to call her something. And so she was rescued by Florida All Retriever Rescue. So it's FARR. And they keep the dogs so that they're not in cages. They keep them in homes. And anyways, when we went to see her and we decided we loved her, and on the way home, my husband wanted to call her Happy Go Lucky, and I liked that name. And I wanted to call her either Happy or Lucky, and because I had a black dog named Lucky when I was a kid. So I thought that would have been cool. And my daughter wanted to call her Lucy, and I liked that name. And my son wanted to call her Glacier. And so we all wanted to call her something different. And so as nobody had ownership over the name, we just said, let's just keep the name she came with. And so there's the layout so far. So now I just have this space, and I think I'm going to actually draw some journaling lines with a Sharpie. Hold on. Just getting out my markers here. Okay, so I like to do the lines when I do those hand-drawn lines with a black Sharpie, and then just use any other color, like a lighter, a color for the actual journaling. So I'm just going to use this blue. I wanted Jessie a dog for Christmas because I missed Dandy so much, because the kids don't snuggle like they used to, because a dog brings the family together, because we have so much love to give, and because having a pet is so 2014. We love this dog. Mom in 2014. And I think that the dog really does bring the family together. It gives us somebody, something that all of us can love, and that gives us a common bond, and she really just brings a lot of joy to our lives. So she's a funny dog. She does funny things. So we've enjoyed getting to know her, but that's my layout. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I think it's done. Let's see a couple things a little more closely. There's that little embellishment, and there's that one, and there's that one, and there it is. Thank you for watching. I think this is layout number 19 of 2014. I'll talk to you later. Bye.